everybody, Mrs. Moore back here. Today we're going to do the State Board Permanent Wave Wrap. So we have the rollers in already. The next step is the State Board Perm, and as you can see, I've already put a few rods in just to help with the video timing. I know you all already know how to do perm rods, but on the perm wrap you can use gray, the standard white, or a lilac purple color rod. I highly recommend investing the $1 to buy a dozen of the purple rods because you only have to have 5 or more rods on this section of the head. I personally think the 10 minutes to do the perm is the hardest element of the State Board timing wise. So if you have the larger purple rods, it's easier to only use 5. As you can see with my 4 right here, I think I'm probably going to need to do 2 more white ones. So it doesn't seem like a lot of extra time to put in 1 more rod, but when you're really struggling with getting it done in time, it can be helpful. So I'm just going to wrap the last 2 right here. My base section should be the same size as the rod. I like to hold my hair out at 90 degrees to do these. 45 is fine, just stay consistent with whatever it is that you're doing. I'm going to use the bookend wrap. So I'm just folding once, taking my perm rod, nice tension, not too tight. Pull all the way out so that your ends are nice and neatly on the rod. Your examiner will come and check at least 1, if not more, of your perm rods to make sure that you don't have any fish hooks. When you're ready to bring the band over, make sure that your band is not twisted and not too tight. If your band is too tight, that could cause breakage if you were really doing chemicals on the hair. So again, last rod, pinching this together. Hopefully your haircut went well and the hair is all even. If you feel like your hair is a little bit uneven, you can also do the double end wrap where you're turning the end wraps vertical and using 1 on each side. Okay, so as soon as you are done with this, your next step is that you have to put protective cream around the section. So in another video, we'll show you how to pack properly, but you're going to want to have a container labeled protective cream with colored gel in there. You can't sanitarily stick your fingers in here, so you can take like a little tongue depressor or a stick, put this on the back of your hand so that your fingers are not going in the container. And you're simply going to use your finger to apply this around the section. Once you have that around, you need to take your cotton strip. This also will go around the section. Now, as long as you do those things within the 10 minutes, you will be allowed to proceed with the next step of the state exam. If you do not have your cotton in place by the time the bell rings, you will not be able to do what I'm going to show you next. So next is applying the waving lotion. Before you start with that, you need to put your gloves on. Really important. You don't want to lose points for that or for safety. You also should have the proper draping done on your mannequin, which you can see we have the towel and the cape, but whenever you're working with any kind of chemicals or simulated products, you should also have a towel over the top. Okay, so we're going to take our bottle that says permanent wave solution, but it's really water in here, and we are going to show in front of our examiner how to apply the waving lotion. I always suggest to my students to have an extra towel just in case so that you can protect your client's face when you are applying. So when you are ready to apply, hold your bottle up enough so that your examiner can see the product coming out and covering all of the hair. Do it nice and slowly, remembering that any hair that is not saturated with the chemical would not take to the perm. They may have you go through and do every single rod. They may only have you do it on 1 or 2 to see your technique. Okay, so when you are done with that, the next thing they will ask you is to show them how to do a test curl. As an examinee, you should ask the examiner, which one would you like me to show you? They may tell you a specific one. They may say whichever one you would like. So if they let you choose, I would not recommend choosing the top or the bottom because a lot of times the cotton sticks to the hair. So I'm just going to choose one in the middle. So with my gloves on, I would undo this and I would unwrap about 1.5 to 2 turns, and you're going to put your thumbs on the hair, pushing forward, And they may ask you, what are you looking for? And you would respond that you're looking for an S-shaped pattern in the hair. They also want to see that you can roll it back up and then re-clip it without hurting the hair or any of the other routes. If you liked my video, let me know and make sure you subscribe to my channel below.